What?
Okay.
Okay, what?
Do we not have an intro?
No, we're going.
Oh, oh, you're gonna clip all this out.
Oh no, it's staying in.
No, you're clipping this out. So, welcome to the classic podcast with your host, Sniper Dragon 50 and your boy,
That's the
Ghost
wrong.
Leo.
That's the wrong username. We're on
Uh,
Wambly.
ah, my heart. It's here.
What? You're fine. Don't be all
Ah,
dramatic.
I can't believe it. I feel betrayed.
Why would you be betrayed?
Uh, anyways, welcome to the classic
All right.
plastic.
You
Fuck.
don't. You
God
don't.
damn it,
You
Kurt.
don't.
You,
You don't need
you
to be
fucked
so
me.
formal. Fuck you.
You fucked me.
I didn't do anything. How's it going?
Pretty good.
How you feeling?
I feel like this is expensive.
What? What's
Uh,
expensive?
this army.
Get off the game! God damn it! You're
Oh,
supposed to be recording. We're recording a podcast.
yeah, we are. I can't multitask.
If I'm not multitasking, I have to carry the conversation because you're gonna get distracted.
Uh, yeah, you're the host. Wombly Clan.
It's
50.
wildly incorrect, but yeah.
Alright, here. Alright, I'll start us off.
You mean just
Three.
start us off?
Cut. Three, two, one. Hey, welcome to the classic podcast with your
All of
host,
this is staying in.
Wombly Clan.
All of this is staying in. I'm not cutting a minute.
And your boy Ghost Leo here. Uh,
Wow.
it's been a great day so far.
Smooth.
Uh, it's a little chilly outside, but that's typical for mid-fall.
I'm honestly shocked at how smooth that was. That was amazing. Truly.
Was it smooth?
I mean, it wasn't horrible.
All right. Well, got Diet Coke and RC Cola on the rocks here. We gotta keep it smooth. We gotta keep it flowing.
What do you? I have Sprite. I'm actually not drinking a Diet Coke this time.
Man, this man's picked up a new addiction.
It's not an addiction if it's my first time drinking it.
No,
Like in a while.
that's what they say in Dare. It's like, say no to drugs. First time trying it, you'll get on it. It's
What?
kind of lame, but
I don't even remember Dare like at all. I remember
oh,
like the pencil I got, and then like I broke off the end of it. That
it's
was it.
awesome. Uh, but no, Dare early 2000s, mostly like I'd say 1996 to 2000, and it failed miserably.
Yeah, I understand.
Um, Matter of fact, it tempted kids to do drugs because they wanted to give the guys doing their FU
Yeah,
a middle finger.
of course.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Give me,
Not gonna lie.
give me a hot second, alright?
All right,
Like take a pause.
I had to make the trays and everything, and the gas station person would come by and pick it up, take it to the gas station, fill up their Chinese station,
Yeah.
which
You know,
was kind of cool.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, the sushi, it's always fresh, and just to summarize everything, uh, it's never. Our product always comes in frozen. It's always going to be pre-frozen because otherwise it's just not going to be good. And then it gets frosted, and then it gets put out.
You know,
So I think, from my experience with
all
like
right.
Hy-Vee, sushi is good. I mean, we don't put any fancy seasonings or anything on our sushi, so what you taste is just raw ingredients. I don't know how it is at like a professional restaurant, but that's just my experience.
You're really trying to get like a Hy-Vee sponsorship going, huh? But
No, it's
we've
just
already said like
I'm
fuck and shit and piss already. So I think it's a
I
little
have
bit too late for that one.
nah, no,
Uh-huh.
no. I'm just being 100% with you. Hy-Vee is like their food's good.
Imagine
It's
though, like
not.
a podcast sponsored by Hy-Vee to take like a mid-roll ad break to talk about like the
I
new
think that
deals for the month.
actually, hold up. I think if there were a Hy-Vee podcast, it'd be starring Patrick Mahomes because
Oh yeah,
go
because they're like the
Chiefs.
KC market or whatever.
They sponsor the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is interesting. I don't know. Where does because like you obviously can attest for Hy-Vee, but we don't have anybody that's worked at like the Walmart deli. Where does the Walmart sushi come from? Because it's always in the case. They don't like. I've never seen someone making the sushi. Like I'll see the fish like laying out and stuff, but it's never like
I,
the sushi maker.
if I had a guess, it probably came from they probably have a sushi maker in the back behind the scenes making everything.
Hmm.
Because with sushi, you can't. I don't see a way to like pre-make it because it's only good for like a day.
Yeah.
Or a high use XP days for 24 hours. After 24 hours, to get thrown out.
Lucy,
So
can you
like,
not lick yourself by the microphone? Thank you.
I can't see Walmart having free sushi. That's so sketch.
Yeah.
That's like gas station sushi.
Ooh, there's one place I want to take you and probably Nate. You're
Fate.
shut up. Your name is Nate. My name's fuck. Your name is Willie. My name is Griffin. And Nate
Yeah,
is
my
Nate.
name's Nate.
Uh,
I'm cool.
yeah.
I think waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning to go to work is pretty fog.
You know,
Everybody else are gay, and I
yeah.
don't understand gay
You
jokes.
better be happy that this is like 20 minutes in, so we probably won't make it this far. My girlfriend, on the other hand, will absolutely make it this far.
I'll make it this far, no problem.
Well,
I
yeah,
love
you're
getting
in the
myself on.
podcast.
Yeah, I'm
Are you gonna
addicted to
watch it yourself?
this. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm
Fair
cool
enough.
as shit.
No, there's this place near here that I want to take you and Nate to because they've got fantastic sushi and like the wall is covered in like posters from Japan and like of movies and stuff made in Japan and it's just fantastic and they got a bunch of stickers everywhere and they
Hey
do
guys,
like fresh sushi. It's fantastic. I love it.
I'm gonna do an inside joke here. Just to give you a heads up, we're going to like an antique store, and we saw these cool ass posters. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Hey, Griffin, do they have any like Japanese Star Wars posters?
Um, I not that I've seen, but there's a lot of posters,
I
and it's
don't
a
want to go
fairly
there.
big place. Okay,
They're
well,
not cool enough. They don't have Japanese Star Wars posters that are signed in Japanese.
all right. Yeah, but no, it's fantastic. I love it. And to be fair, it's also super well priced, like for sushi. It's not like crazy expensive. For reference, man, I'm trying to think about a Japanese place in town. Have you been to the one by like the Dick's Sporting Good
I no, no,
by the Noodles and Company?
no.
Okay,
By the
well,
way, Noodles and Company, pretty pog.
Noodles
Not
and
gonna
Company
lie.
is awful and should be burned to the ground.
I wouldn't have to fight over that.
They got rid of all of their meatballs. There's no meatball sandwiches. There's no spaghetti and meatballs. There's no nothing.
I'm find the Noodles and Company. I'm gonna eat there. Wednesday.
Uh huh.
Because they're good as shit.
No. You love their what?
Noodles.
Like the only thing I'd probably order there is like if they have it pesto, because I'm a huge fan of pesto.
I like spicy food. I don't remember what it was, but it was spicy.
I mean, I like spicy food as well. I just don't like because they were the only place in town for me to get a meatball sub that didn't suck.
Time to give my work a free sponsorship.
What? What
Hen
does
House.
Hen House have good meatball subs?
They don't do meatball subs, but they
Then
got great
I don't
deals.
want to hear about it.
They got great deals weekly.
All right.
Starting December 1st.
No, no, we don't. I'm
Sirloin
spinning the wheel. I'm spinning the wheel.
at $5.99.
Nope.
Great deal.
No, we're not talking about food anymore. Jokes nowadays. I think your thing was not being able to say jokes.
Yeah. You can't say jokes anymore. Here, let me read you a text. It's a pretty good joke. I'm gonna
Okay.
get canceled for
Am
this,
I,
by the way.
am I gonna have to cut this part out?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. It's right here. So, I recently bought a 23andMe kit because I wanted to see like what's hereditary within my family, and like maybe some genealogy and see what percentage like Irish I am or etc. And I also kind of want to see like what traits I have. I find that I've always wanted to do this since I was very interested in it. So I got the wise idea of being like telling Nate, I'm gonna find out if I'm gay on 23andMe, and he's like, "What's 23andMe? Like DNA testing or something?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then he obviously doesn't get the joke, and he asks, "How would you find out if you're gay?" And I said, "It was a joke." And he is like, "You must have made that joke in the lower class because it's poor joke." And like, I just don't get him. I don't comprehend.
Well, like,
And so the joke to some coworkers, and they thought it was hilarious.
I'll be 100% honest. I don't think either of your jokes were that funny. I'm just being 100%. Nate's response to your joke was not funny, and your joke wasn't funny. At least to me, it was like, oh yeah, okay, that's
But
cool.
I don't think he was joking. I think he was dead serious.
Well, I think that's like the jokey response is like must have made that joke in the lower class, and it's like cause it's poor. I love how that he
It
sent
was
that
a,
at 3:21 in the afternoon, and then at 4:33 a.m. after that many hours of silence, he said cause it's poor, poor joke. He had to explain it like 16 hours later.
it was a bad joke. I mean, at least my joke, like, it made sense.
Don't defend your joke. That doesn't
I
make
mean,
it any
like,
more funny.
look at James Chappelle in his special. Like, his most recent special, The Closer, he talked about his trans friend, and she defended him on Twitter. Like, his jokes, like, he's a real comedian. And if you haven't seen the Closer, I highly suggest that you go and watch it. It's a great special. I'd say the last 15 minutes is like completely heartbreaking, and I'm gonna spoil it. If you want to click off the video, now's the time to do it.
Or just don't say it. Alright, fine, just go for it.
His trans friend defended him on Twitter because he made a trans joke and a gay joke, and they just started harassing Dave Chappelle. And his friend defended him on Twitter, and she ended up getting a lot of harassment back. Like, oh, you're not really a part of the community, etc., etc. And she ended up killing herself afterwards. And things were going great beforehand. Like Dave Chappelle was gonna have her open on all the shows, even though her jokes may have not been that good. She was a true comedian at heart, and Dave Chappelle saw that within her. Like, just because of a handful of jokes, people just started harassing another person for no reason, let alone that it was just a joke and they didn't like it. This person, after days of harassment, ended up killing themselves because of it. Yet nobody batted an eye. It's a tragedy. I I think if people were more open to jokes and less critical of it, or like, that's not funny, I take offense to that. Maybe, just maybe, people wouldn't be so hateful towards each other. And, like, we wouldn't get so much shit posting. Because I know people shit post just to get a rise out of people. If people, wouldn't give such a rise to it, it wouldn't affect them so much, and there'd be less shit posting, less negativity within the world. Jokes are supposed to bring jokes do many things. They bring light upon subjects that may be very dark and cause pain and suffering. Like you tell a joke about it, it brightens it brings light to the topic, but it also brightens your day at the same time. I shouldn't say brightens your day. That's the wrong word. That's the wrong way to phrase it. It brings light to the topic in a way that people can understand, and not a serious manner, even though it's a very serious topic. And I think a lot of times it's there's also irony, like, oh man, that wasn't supposed to happen. It brings joy to the world in dark times. So I think with the whole canceling of jokes, it really just it hurts people. It it hurts content. It brings less creativity to things. Because the more things that you take away, the less things you can do. There's I like to compare it to positive rights and negative rights. Negative rights is when you take a right away. So you say you can't murder people, right? That's taking, well, murdering people shouldn't be right. Here, let me find the new one. You can't drive on the road without a seatbelt. You're taking the opportunity for somebody to drive without their seatbelt. That's a negative right. A positive right would be the Second Amendment. You have a right to own the gun. That's a positive right. Or you have the right to free speech. That's a positive right. It's giving you a right. Taking jokes away would be a negative right. It's taking away part of the First Amendment. But there's also a lot of good things with jokes. And I think that without jokes, the world is a lot more linear. Because if you always have to speak about a certain topic in a certain way, it degrades the topic. It can make it stale. And I think that's the same thing we're saying with movies or music. Because there's a lot of music that's frowned upon because of what's in it. And there's a lot of movies that aren't good because they try to cater to an idea of jokes that aren't good because they can't say jokes that bring light on a certain subject. And I think that's a big problem within the world today, is that a lot of first world countries, well, a lot of countries care about what people say, and a lot of people care about what people say. You should just care less about that and worry more about their actions. And just, if you open up gates to more um, jokes and like more opportunities for intelligence, people will go to where there are good jokes. And I'm gonna fall back on Dave Chappelle. Like he was like, he's a funny guy. A lot of people love him. But if you look at the views of his specials, they're extraordinarily high. Yet a very large amount of people dislike him because of his jokes. Like I feel like there's a correlation there. Because like if a lot of people watch him, that must mean that he's good. Right? Like his jokes. But if there's, say, a handful of people like just screaming and talking about, man, this guy's jokes are bad, he should be canceled. Da 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 da. And I mean, that should just say something. He's good, right? Just to think about censoring some jokes, just so some people won't be upset. It's hard for me to comprehend. Like, if you don't like the joke, you can just not watch the guy. I feel like that's how a lot of things have happened throughout the ages. Like, if a product's good, right, you buy it, right? And you continue using it, you tell your neighbors about it, and then they buy it. It spreads, it gets bigger. But for some reason, the whole, like, jokes are not allowed to be talked about. It seems the opposite that way, and I don't comprehend why. It's just something that I can't wrap my mind around.
Um, you know, for a segment talking about jokes, that was surprisingly serious. um, all right. You know, if I ever want easy podcast episodes, it's great because I can just get you to come on and you'll do all the talking for me. Oh, Jesus. I'm in
I mean,
agreement
like,
for the most part. I think that jokes shouldn't always be looked at as completely serious, like, showings of belief. My whole thing is like, if I make jokes, I'm going to make jokes and make fun of everyone and everything, and then it's equal. Because if it's equal and you make fun of everything, then it's it's fine. But of course, people are still going to get upset over certain things that I say or whoever says, just because it's something that they are in disagreement about or just see as like more of a personal attack, when in reality it's more of just a way to understand something and to show an idea in a more comedic light without having to be serious all the time about whatever. Like, I love jokes about just about anything, and I think the line is thin for a lot of people, where it's like, on one side they think it's really funny to make jokes about all these things, but like if you touch this one thing, then oh my god, you've done this for years. You hate this. You hate that. You know.
well, to add on to that, I'm gonna quote Dave Chappelle on one of his shows, and he says part of the LGBTQ community does not know the baby's story. He once shot a 19-year-old and killed him at a Walmart. And this is true. The baby shot and killed a man in Walmart in North Carolina. Nothing bad happened to his career. Do you see where I'm going with this? Our country, you can shoot a man, but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings. I don't lose sleep. It's over the shooting. It's unimportant. Like, that just says a lot. A person can kill a famous person, no less, can kill a person, and nobody gives two fucks. But you can say a gay joke, and it's all the rage, and everybody reports it. Like, that's saying a lot. I don't know if you could say any more than that. It's pretty. I'm
Clear
sorry.
cut, yeah.
It's a heavy topic. Like,
I get you.
again, this goes back like that joke. It was pretty good. But it shed light on like a huge topic. Uh, it leaves me speechless to think that people take jokes so seriously, but they take murder not seriously.
Hmm.
I mean, isn't that what a joke's supposed to do?
This should be taken ingenuously.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think jokes should be let loose. Say whatever you want. Say say shock to content. Whatever you want. As long as it's not a threat. Like,
Yeah.
if you're I mean, of course there's limits. Like, if you're threatening somebody and you're serious
And
about
there's
it.
certain things that you probably shouldn't joke about at the time. You know, there's like a time limit after every major event. And
Right.
for some events it's bigger, and some events it's shorter to make a joke about it. You know.
I don't know. Like, what are you talking about? Is
I'm
this too
I'm
soon?
talking about 9/11.
Oh, so too soon. Got it.
Well, you know.
That didn't land, but we'll keep going
Don't
anyways.
fucking that didn't land me.
Oh, it really didn't land.
Oh, you're a
It
twat.
crashed.
You're an absolute dick. I'm just saying, there's certain things that are a lot you can talk about and you can joke about, but you have to
Yeah,
wait. You have to give it some time, give it some air, and then you can say it.
right, right.
Because like, there's always gonna be that guy who's like a day after a major, I don't know, like a plane crash, and he's like, oh man, sounds like they shouldn't have been doing that. Maybe they should have been somewhere else. Maybe we should cancel Christmas, you know? Christmas killed those people, you know? Making a joke about it like a day later.
Christmas is too Christian. We gotta make it more Muslim.
What? Shut up. I like Christmas. I'm actually in a huge Christmas mood as of late. Like, I love Christmas. I'm
I
even
was
listening to the music on the radios.
I can't say that I'm in a Christmas mood, but I'm definitely in like a holiday mood.
I get
So
you.
like, I was at work and it was like a couple of days before Thanksgiving, and I don't know, I felt great. I was talking to customers, the genuine smile, and like happy Thanksgiving, um, and like I felt so much joy. I felt the holiday coming around.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna pause it.
I dare you to go like rewind it while it's paused.
No, we're going again. We already
All right.
started again.
Oh,
So you, I hate you so much. I didn't get it at all. I thought you were just saying my joke was shit, but no, you were making a 9/11 joke.
yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
it didn't land.
it crashed.
I hate you. Fucking hate you. We're gonna try and segue away from that one.
Time for the
Fucking
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, streaming services. Another one of yours.
Oh, yeah, streaming services. Man, this is great. Let's see here. Let me look this up. I'm gonna pull the
Okay.
Jamie. Cable
Cable
prices.
prices.
Uh, let's see here. Xfinity. For basic ass channels. You get $20 a month.
Okay.
I'd say if you get most of the channels, like bundle services with Xfinity and internet, it's gonna be like $240.
Yeah.
And if you get all the streaming services, say like Amazon, Disney Plus,
So like, you want to watch
Netflix,
all
and
of the major
Hulu,
shows out.
yeah, yeah. Uh, but you don't want to pay for cable.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's gonna be what, $100?
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, I don't know how much that is. I think, yeah, let's look this up. Hulu price. Hulu plays cost per. Uh, let's see here. If you get with no ads, that's $13 a month.
Mm.
That's basic Hulu, no ads.
Yeah.
Plus Netflix, yeah, that's 24. Disney Plus. I'm sure that they have their own specials. Let's say like $20 a month. Bam. That's $40 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus two others. Let's round those to 15.
Netflix and like,
yeah.
what else is one?
Amazon Prime. I don't know how much that is. Say it's $15 a month.
Yeah, I think
Plus,
something like that.
There's another one out there that's pretty major.
Yeah, but to be fair to Amazon Prime, wait, is it all one package? I don't remember. Let me look it up.
I think there's different packages.
Okay. Because I know that you can. There's a version of Amazon Prime where you get like the TV and stuff, but then there's like Amazon Prime package wise, you know.
Right. Well, just stick with the TV. Say it's $15. That's $70. Not including internet.
Okay.
If you include internet, that's gonna be another $50. You're paying over $100 for all those streaming services.
Yeah. Okay,
you
so
might as well just buy cable at that.
To be fair to Amazon Prime, it is $12.99 a month, and you get the delivery, the video, music, some deals and stuff, and a bunch of other random like Amazon specific like delivery stuff. So that one, I think you can give a bit more of a pass.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
But Disney Plus and like Hulu do not have the same pass. They don't get that, and including Netflix, because Netflix doesn't have the same amount of things attached to it.
But Squid Game.
But Squid Game, that's, I hadn't thought about that. Netflix is worth way more than Amazon. Absolutely.
Squid Game, though. Come on.
But Squid Game. Yep. That's what I was thinking. I'm so stupid. How could I be a fool? My major thing is like, I haven't sat like in my free time watched TV or a show really at all. Like, I'm solely YouTube and game. That's my thing. Is I have not watched like a TV series all the way through apart from Squid Game. Which I know it's funny that we were just talking about, but yeah.
So, what you're saying is, you could get almost everything for $80 a month, unlimited data plan for internet. And you could just like hire it all for free.
What?
It sounds amazing.
What are you talking about?
Instead of spending the extra $70 for the streaming services, you could just pirate all.
Okay, we can't condone that.
No, I do condone
No,
that.
we cannot. As a channel, we cannot condone piracy. It's not allowed.
I condone pirating old video games because
Okay.
there's not a lot of people
let's use a better word. Let's use play through other means, because piracy is a hot word for that stuff.
Oh, piracy here.
Because Nintendo will
Don't
be up our
get
ass if you're like, I love
kids.
pirating Mario Odyssey, you know?
Well, if it's Mario Nintendo 64, you think they're gonna give two shits? No, that game you can buy it for like 99 cents on eBay.
Well, it's not the same. Like, the
That's
whole
what I'm
point
talking
is
about.
that,
I'm
like,
pirating old games.
okay.
So you can make a uh what's the word? You can
Emulator.
yeah, emulate them. Yeah,
Yeah,
I condone that.
okay. As
Uh,
thick thigh, no, that's the wrong. The classic plastic podcast does not condone the piracy of video games. Um, but definitely don't use an emulator to do it, because that's a horrendous idea. And emulators never work, and definitely will not get you a bunch of games for free.
uh, it won't get you in trouble. Uh, Matter of fact, emulators are amazing. It
Okay, you
preserves
gotta
video
read
game
the
history.
room. Read the room.
No, they're good
Okay.
because like you don't see Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox or Microsoft preserving old games like that. You don't see. You might see a remake of the Atari with 150 plus games, but that's not all the games.
To
Emulators are there to document and keep old games within circulation. Like that way you won't have to find one of the very few uh, no longer produced Nintendo 64s or PlayStation 1s or GameCubes because emulators brings that to computers
to
and then you can then use the emulator to play those games that you love.
to
Maybe if those large companies would produce or remake those games or do a comeback, but a lot of those games aren't going to get that opportunity
to
because they're cult classics and those big tech companies don't give two diddly squats about.
all right. This is a fair thing, but yes, that's all I'm going to say. Yes, don't
And
pirate things.
but
It's not.
yes,
But okay, let's just settle on a maybe. You wouldn't download a car, would you?
I matter of fact, I play mechanic simulator, so I would
Oh,
download
of
a card.
course. All right, I'm gonna just spin the wheel. Fucking asshole.
But anyways, yeah. So
Uh,
to end this topic off, you could typically just get a cable plan for the same amount of price that you'd get with all the streaming services.
yes.
And
Or you could take the third option of paying for none of those, and you just pay for internet, and that's it.
and yes,
And then you just play video games. You play Fortnite all day.
play Tarkov. It's a great game.
That's not free. I was going for like free games. That's why I said
Well, of
Fortnite.
course it's not free, but it's great.
Yeah, it's not.
Play
But yeah,
Halo Infinite. It's a great game.
that one
I
is
love the
free
game.
actually. So
Uh, just the multiplayer is free,
yeah,
but
not
it's
the
a
story.
great game, and you have to have Windows 10. If you don't have
All
Windows
right.
10,
All right.
Microsoft gives you the middle finger and then dabs on you and 360 no scopes.
Yeah, just like they did to Windows 7 for no reason. But yeah, it's great. Anyways, to move away from a topic where I'm gonna rag on Windows for a while, this is one of mine. Perfectly, like, if you could create a meal and it be absolutely perfect, what meal would it be? Like, this is your skill. It's like you get a level up and you can make one
Corned
meal
beef.
absolutely perfect.
Corned beef.
Corned beef. Any,
I love
like,
corned beef.
with a side or anything, or just corned beef? 'Cause it
Um,
said meal.
oh, a meal. Alright. Corned beef with asparagus and mashed potatoes.
Okay.
It's probably one of the worst meals that you can have.
Hmm.
Well, it's not one of the worst, but it's pretty high up there because of cholesterol. And surprisingly enough, although asparagus is good for you, it does
Hmm.
not help you with anything. Matter of fact, it's like borderline bad for you. Uh,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but
Um,
it's
I
it's
don't
it's
know.
it's not good. Uh, like it's good, but it's not the
Kind
best
of
for
like things like romaine lettuce or something like that, where like you burn more calories eating it than you do from like digesting it.
well, see, that's fine. That's good for you. But I'm talking like the nutrients it gives for you. It's it's there, but it does not help with cholesterol. It's matter of fact, it's bad for cholesterol.
So it's like eating chips.
Yeah.
Okay.
So well, not to that extent, but
It's
you get
like
the idea. It's like
eating
eating
a muffin
potatoes.
or potato.
You're
Yeah,
not,
potatoes. I love potatoes.
uh, they're not necessarily healthy for you,
Yeah.
but they're not bad for you. Uh, it's the same
Okay.
thing with asparagus. You can make some amazing asparagus on the grill with the right amount of seasonings and some butter, and oil. Oh my God, so good! It's amazing.
Yeah,
Uh,
I gotcha.
with I'm gonna have to double down mashed potatoes.
You said you said that already. Yeah.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna double down.
Okay. I do love me some good mashy tatties. I am a big fan of asparagus. Haven't had corned beef in a while, but I think I remember it being pretty good.
I think the last time you did corned beef is I cooked it up.
Yeah, probably. That's probably true.
But as for like, I don't know that you love asparagus. I'm gonna have to cook it next time.
I don't know. It's not like a love. It's not my favorite vegetable, but it's certainly pretty good. You know.
Uh, yeah, food's good, but it's not the best thing. There's better things.
Yeah, I get you.
Like
My
emulators. They're
okay, all
pretty awesome.
right. My choice for perfect meal. Oh man, it's difficult to say. Like, part of me wants to say, oh man, if I could make a perfect. Oh wait, no, I figured it out. All right. So in when I went to
Let
Japan,
me guess. Let
what?
me guess. Is that a pot roast?
It is not because I already make that perfect, so I don't have to worry about that.
I'm gonna press that.
No, no, you're not allowed.
Alright.
So when I was in Japan, I had this thing called donburi, which is essentially it's like a roast beef on top of rice with like this white cream sauce, white cream cheese sauce on it. It's not cream cheese, but like a creamy cheese sauce. And at the
Can we
bottom,
call it?
what?
Can we call it Griff sauce?
No, no, we cannot call it Griffin sauce. And then at the bottom, it was like a teriyaki brown sauce, and it was amazing. It was like super cheap, and it was in this big mall, but it was so good. Like
Oh, tack
it was my
sauce.
favorite meal. Stop, shut up. It was my favorite meal of my entire trip to Japan. Was that random lunch where I just picked that out. If I could make that at home and have it be perfect, I would. I could die, honestly. I'd pay money for
You
that.
wanna you wanna summarize that trip? I mean the meal. You wanna summarize the meal
What do you
trip?
mean? What? Which one?
Uh, Japan
Yeah.
meal trip. Trip.
Wh-
Just the meal.
just the meals on the trip?
Or yeah,
Okay.
like the whole trip.
What do you want? What do you want from me?
I want you to summarize the meal and the trip,
O-
but mainly the meal.
So I also had a hot pot, which was delicious. It was basically just this giant pot on a burner in the middle of a
Yeah.
table, and it was full of like chicken and like there was some mushrooms and some yellow stuff that I don't remember the name of. It was just a bunch of vegetables and chicken, basically. and they turned it on and it was all raw in front of you, and then they cooked it. Well, you cooked it technically, and then you would dole it out into your bowl. And for some reason, they had. I think it's because we were just a bunch of American high schoolers that got sent to Japan for whatever reason. Um, they had like fried chicken and like fries, I guess, which were not amazing. They were probably just like McDonald's fries or whatever. But I think that was for the people that didn't want to eat the hot pot. But the hot pot was amazing. I was a huge fan of that. I'm trying to think about other specific meals that were pretty great. Oh, there was we were in the middle of what?
No, no, go on, go on.
Okay.
So,
We were in the middle of Tokyo, and we were walking around this big shopping district. I don't remember the name of it, but we got there by train because in Japan you can get everywhere by train basically. It's awesome.
by the way, if you
what?
know this place, put it in the comment section down below.
Oh, shut up. My description of it is not going to be specific enough. There's like 700 shopping mall districts in Japan, in Tokyo alone,
You
with
don't know that.
with
You don't know
access
that.
by train. And there's probably this restaurant I'm about to describe in every one of those places. So it was you'd go into this alleyway, and it's like in between malls, and like down there'd be like a staircase on your right that goes down underground, and then it goes to like this hallway, and you enter into this underground ramen shop, and there's a bunch of people there, and they had this weird like ticket system where you'd press buttons and then it would like print out this thing and you'd hand it to the cook and then they'd make you your food and then they'd charge you later at the end of the meal like normal. And I got this big bowl of like ramen with pork belly and egg and fucking these big thick noodles. It might have been soba, and it was it was fucking good. I love I love ramen, especially like the good kind, you know. Like
Yeah.
that's the best. That's my standard for ramen now. So now it's difficult for me to eat like the packaged ramen. It's just not the same. It's not comparable, I guess.
You were there more like food stands, or were there more vending machines with food?
It depends on where you go. In like the big city, there's a ton of vending machines like at different corners and stuff, but not all of them had food. Most of them just had drinks and stuff. But they always had like some weird drinks as well. Like for some of them, they had like coffee and like milk tea in cans, and the coffee and the milk tea was actually pretty good. Um, and the food stands, they tended to be in like a big section where they would just have some rows of it, but it was never, it was like occasionally there'd be like one or two food stands just like kind of right there, but never like consecutive like the vending machines. The vending machines were consistent, to say the least.
Oh, it's not like in the video games. Got it.
No, because those aren't real life.
Hey, you don't know that.
Oh, that's
There's a
what?
large possibility that we're living in a simulation.
Okay. That's fair enough, yeah.
And what are video games? They're simulations.
Okay.
Sometimes they're just programmed, and other times they're not.
Yeah, but clearly this one would be a lot more well detailed than the ones that we've made.
Well, like, okay, so it'd take like a supercomputer the size of like a universe, or the solar system, or not the solar system, this galaxy. Yeah, a supercomputer the size of this galaxy to run a simulation the size of this universe.
Okay, a size of this universe or a size of this
Yeah.
solar system? Okay.
This universe.
Is this factual? Okay.
This is according to scientists.
Are you
I'm
are you
remembering
the
this-
scientist?
No, I'm
Is it
remembering
you?
this off the top of my head.
Okay, fair enough.
So, like, I just find that really interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, the likelihood that we're in a simulation is like so great. It's unbelievable.
I love the
Um,
Matrix, yeah.
And like we're already kind of like starting to like make simulations of like civilization. I mean, just look at video games. Imagine what scientists are doing in their labs. So if we're close to it, who's to say that somebody hasn't already done it? We're just in this simulation. and like look at all the crazy events that have happened, and like the most like bizarre coincidences. Uh, Total simulation.
Okay. I don't even remember what I was gonna say next after my point before we went on
Well,
the simulation rant.
well, then let me ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Uh, how were the girls? Were they cute?
Okay. Um, yeah. I mean, I didn't pay terribly much attention. I was too much in awe of like the place and how everything was. There was one occasion in which I had been returning home after going out to get coffee at a place across from our hotel in I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was Tokyo for sure. Tokyo was like the last place we visited. Um, and I went back into the elevator. Oh no, no, never mind. It was Kyoto. Sorry. Um, and I went back into the elevator, and a bunch of girls got on to go into a different floor than me, and they were just like talking in Japanese, whatever. Um, and I like pressed the button, uh, and then we went up, and then I think as I was walking away, and like I can't remember if we'd said anything to each other at some point, or like just like waved or something. But as I walked away, I could hear as the elevator closing, and they said like "kawaii," you know, they called me cute, and that made me super happy because I looked pretty dorky, you know, I had my glasses on and I had long hair. So that was the only interaction I ever had with women on that trip because I can't talk to anybody. I don't speak Japanese.
You didn't have like a translation book with you or anything?
No, I wasn't that well prepared. I was just there for like the sights and enjoyment of
Got
the
it.
culture.
Got it.
Like, oh, something that I remember what I was going to talk about before you talked about the simulation thing.
Yeah,
Um,
got food. Stuff in your face with food.
what?
Just stuff in your face with food. You just chowing down on that shit like it's Thanksgiving.
That is true. I did eat a
It's
lot.
bad.
Okay. Um, so you know how in anime, uh,
No, I don't.
okay,
Because anime's not real
all
life.
right. You know how in anime they'll have sometimes the characters will go to like a real life place in Japan.
No, not at all. I have no clue.
Okay. But there was a couple moments from where I recognized places purely based off of anime, and I was like, wow, I'm here.
I am
I'm
dumbfounded by that.
I'm like,
It's like
hell yeah.
New York.
Yeah, it was awesome. I can't remember a specific example because it's been like a hot minute, but I think one of them had to do with the Kyoto Tower. I'm pretty sure it was in an anime I watched. I just do not remember what it was. I want to say Mirai Nikki Future Diary, but I don't think so. I think that was something else. I don't think that was a real place when they were in that tower scene. But yeah, no, there was a couple moments like that, and I was super amped about it. I felt really nerdy and like a loser, but it was pretty cool. Like
Getting down
Akihabara.
and nerdy. Getting down and nerdy.
What are you doing?
No, getting down and dirty.
All right,
You do.
I'm gonna spin the wheel so we can get this podcast over with. We got 3 topics left.
We don't have to like finish the topics. We can
We
save
only have 3 left. I want to get them done.
uh
These ones are gonna be
that.
super easy too.
Alright. You sure about that?
Absolutely, as long as you don't go off on a tirade about something completely different.
I'm gonna make them one as well.
Hey, you.
Alright.
Energy drinks. I don't understand this one.
Bro, I love energy drinks. This is one of mine. Uh so like man, so like you know how Red Bull created the first energy drink and like it's supposed to be really bad for you. And like a lot of these newer energy drinks are using pre-workout formula instead of like the terrible nasty chemicals that are in like Red Bull, Rockstar, and Monster. And so they're like terrible for you, but they're still bad. and like I just find that really cool. And they tend to be a lot more sweeter. They don't taste as thick as like Monster or Rocks. So like Bang, for example, it's a lot healthier. It's a lot sweeter. Probably because they put more sugar in it than anything else, but that's still better for you than the horrible chemicals inside like Red. And like I love marketing on energy drinks. It's a great way to do marketing because it outweighs you. And like for example, Xbox, they got the Master Chief stuff on there. Oh, you want double XP? Bam! Type in this code. Double XP on this game. Great way to market. And by far the best way of marketing I've seen so far is Cyberpunk on Rockstar. It's a terrible game.
You were just saying that because you bought like 18 six-packs trying to win the car or whatever.
There's that. But not only that, I got $1. Free
Oh my god.
$1. Total max is 20
Wow.
for the Xbox store. And I was paying $1.25 for these Rockstars. Technically, if you add up the math, I was only paying quarter per energy drink
Wow.
because free money. Not only that, you got a free chance to win, like banger prize, like a custom made car. Not only that, there's like a couple other things like a gaming chair, like a new GPU, etc., etc. And it was just fucking BA. Don't get me started. But yeah, energy drinks are amazing. They're great for work, and I'm gonna go off on a little bit of a tangent. So working at grocery store,
Oh my god.
let's say like a Walmart and Hy-Vee, a lot of the workers don't give two dilly squats about sales, so they'll just like pillage or steal, take things off the shelf, and one of the biggest things were energy drinks. It's like at least the workers, my co-workers' mentalities were, if you expect me to work to my best abilities, you better be giving me uh, the best opportunity to work to my best abilities. So they'd just be chugging down energy drinks. And man, I don't condone that at all. That's bad. Don't. Very bad.
Yeah, see, here's the issue with this topic is I don't drink energy drinks.
Man, it sucks to be you.
It doesn't. I just don't drink energy. I've never been a fan. Like there've never been something I'm just like, "Oh man, I really need a monster to get through tonight," you know? Like I think
Yeah,
you can probably count the amount of energy drinks I've had on one hand. Cause,
yeah,
and then my girlfriend is always like, "Oh, try this monster, try this whatever." And I'm just like, "No, I don't want it. I'm good. I will sit on my hill and die drinking Diet Coke and fucking Sprite and shit because I love. I'm a huge proponent of soda gang. Where you at versus Monster Gang.
if
Um,
we were
yeah.
in Skyrim,
Uh
I'd be
huh.
calling you a milk.
That doesn't even make sense. Like I like milk, but it's not the same thing. Soda and milk are not the same.
Uh, the milk would be the soda pop, and the liquor would be the energy drink. It's addictive.
Uh huh.
Well, they are addictive because so like the way that the older ones worked, it wouldn't make your heart rate go faster. The compounds that they have in there, it's just built to make your heart go faster, and sort of just increase your blood flow. Uh, the newer ones, being pre-workout, it does do that, but not as much. It's more or less a like if you ever worked out, you know, it's like a pre-workout. Well, this drink, the pre-workout, kind of gets your body ready, increase the amount of work that you do. or like say you're doing something straining on your, well, I shouldn't say straining. That takes lifting. You want to get in the mood and like get in there and get out. These new energy drinks that are coming out are things to do, things to go with. And I think that energy drinks are starting to turn a new eye to that. So like if you're, for example, game fuel, you're playing a video game, you're enjoying some heart racing. Oh man, you're playing for a game and you're like trying to get out of there. Energy drinks, like gamer fuel, great stuff. Keeps you active, keeps you hydrated because it's not those nasty chemicals that Red Bull and Monster. And I think they're coming a long way, going in the right direction.
Yeah, see, I just dual fist Diet Coke and water whenever I play video games. Have you ever actually even drank like a game fuel thing?
Yes, I have. I like
that. Hasn't been Nate's.
Yes. See, that's G. We're talking about game.
They're the same thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Game fuel
they
comes
are.
in a can. Game fuel comes in a pallet.
I'm pretty sure there's canned G Fuel.
Yeah, there's canned G fuel. But I'm talking about game.
They're like the same thing.
Different company.
Yeah, but that's like the whole, oh man, Pibb and Dr. Pepper. They taste the same. They're the same product, basically. They probably don't taste the same, but they're basically the same. I don't get it. Like, I don't...
What do you want?
I want you to understand that I'm not gonna go through the process of making like do this whole game fuel, like I gotta go buy these things when I can run down to Walmart or Hy-Vee, your favorite store, and get a 24 pack of Diet Coke and drink all of it.
Are you a gamer?
I would like to say I am, but at the same time there's some negative connotations to that I'm not a huge fan of.
So you'd like to say that you're a gay elf?
I'm a what?
A gay elf.
A gay elf?
Yes.
Okay.
Gamer.
Okay, so candles. Next topic. What are these topics? Yeah. Energy drinks and candles?
Candles are so fun.
So what?
Expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
I don't know what. Is there like a wax shortage or something?
It's probably not wax. It's probably just like the process that it takes to. It's probably like, I don't know. It's just candles. What do you want?
You can get wax from so many different things.
It's probably not the wax.
Two of them off the top of my head. Beeswax. Easy shit to get. Easy. Second of all, you can wax. You can get wax from God. I can't remember. I know there's something. It's pretty common. You can get wax from that, and like the process is simple. All you gotta do is heat the wax so it melts. Because a lot of times wax isn't a pure form. I can't really think of any times when it's not a pure form. Easy collapse. I'm gonna use a gamer. Easy collapse. And I find it very.
So your issue is just that candles are expensive.
Sparse.
Okay.
Candles are expensive.
We can hear you. It's fine.
When the wax is like right there. Why? Why is it so expensive?
Because the quality of the candles, the amount of oils that go into a candle is higher than what goes into a fragrance, but the perceived value of a candle is a lot lower than a fragrance.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
That's
Because
the first thing that pops up when I say, why are candles so expensive, Google.
say your best friend just farted loud and it sounded wet and like it's just terrible, horrible smell comes out of his bum hole. You light a candle and that makes the entire room smell good. So then when he farts again, you don't smell it because the room smells good. End of story.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the price of candles. It's just a personal
Why
experience of
why
why you
should
like
it
candles.
why should it be expensive to do that?
It's not expensive to do
And
that. It's expensive to produce,
Febreze
I'm assuming.
and Febreze, you can buy a dime a dozen, and then you can just use it for like ever. You could a thing of Febreze will last way longer than a can.
Yeah, but the quality of it is not as high, and the ability to
It
fill an
is.
entire room with the smell is not as high either.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No, it
Just
isn't.
spray the thing like 10 times, and the whole room smells like fucking Febreze.
Yeah, it'll spill like Febreze for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And
I feel like I'm losing this argument. It's not my problem.
What do you mean it's not? It's not an argument. It's just I don't understand what you want.
Candles are pog. I love candles. If you go to Hen House,
Oh my
it's
god,
buy one get one
shut
free.
the fuck up about candles.
You'll get it's $4 for a candle that has 110 hours of burn time. It's a great deal. Love you
Fucking.
guys.
Anyways, last topic. Because your topics suck, and hopefully this last topic will be better. Games 2010 to now.
Oh, this is a long topic.
It is a long topic. Somebody put long topic in here.
I'm not getting started on that.
You sure?
Yes.
Save it for next one?
Yes.
Okay. I think we're wrapped up on the candle discussion. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I end it?
I love you guys. I'd like to say jokes are great.
Ah, God.
I mean, if you look at my Steam profile, it says hentai with the hand on the side, and that's like those are game achievements, and that's hilarious. That's awesome. I can't believe that a game creator came up with that idea. Just like slap that on there. I don't see anybody else.
What does that have to do with
funny
anything we've talked about?
I I don't see anybody else making funny phrases with Steam achievements. It's very creative. It's very fun, and that's why jokes are amazing. Um, I'm gonna have to drop the mic here and say, "Ghostly Elk, out. I'm ghosting out."
Alright, there goes Danny Phantom apparently.